Here we go then. Another week, another F4 race. Long Beach this time. So we're definitely going to die. Question of course is, how do we die? How does it actually come about? Did do qualifying. Qualified P13, we I think second to last out of the people that actually set a time. 13th out of 20 overall. Top split of course, so, you know, just trying not to die I think, just, you know, just see what we can get out of it. Grew a little bit in both qualifying laps, but even if I'd have done my optimal time, I think it would have only got me one position further up the grid, so this is our pace. Hoping for deaths for other people and not for us, of course. We'll see how we get on. Here we go then. We are, of course, right in the worst place.
Green flag, green flag.
Thought my starts have been alright in this car, but I think everyone around me got a better start that time.
Car on your left. Keep to the right. Still there. You're on the right. 3 wide. Car on your
Do we
left.
get killed? Do we get killed?
You're on the right. 3 wide. Left side.
Got some contact, we're not dead.
Clear. Car on your left.
Still car on your right there, mate.
Still there. Hold your line. Clear on the left.
Lost 2 positions off the start line, of course we did. Perfect. Not dead though. I'm babying this so bad. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. It's gonna be another position then.
Car stopped ahead. Go right. Right side. Go right. Clear on the right. Go left.
Only 2 positions there. So back to our qualifying position after the first lap. And somehow still alive.
Slow car ahead. Car stopped ahead. Car stopped ahead. Go left.
Let me get reported.
Just having to be patient here. Hopefully everyone behind us is as well.
Left side. Clear.
Still end up getting involved in it.
Left side. Clear. Your front wing is damaged.
Oh no. Well, we shall proceed. Can't make this car handle any worse, Jesus. Oh, I thought he was going for the pits then. I think he tried to feint it there. Car still seems drivable, so I don't think there's any point pitting for this apparent damage. Top 10 apparently, we'll take a top 10. Yeah, I don't think there's much point pitting, so if we're slow in the second half then so be it, but to be fair to him, these 2 in front seem mega slow, especially 1-2 in front. Bit of a gap behind us, see if we can try and hold on to that. I don't know if it's just lag, but the car in front seems to be ping-ponging off every single wall going at the minute. I think it's just like positional lag, I don't think he actually is doing. Otherwise I feel like I'd have ripped a wheel off it by now, to be honest.
Car on your left. Still there. Hold your line. Clear.
lets us go. Maybe he did have damage then after all. But that little confusion going through that section might have just been enough to lose me the draft of this car in front, which will be terrible news for me, because as we found out in qualifying, I've got no pace around here. Still don't really understand this car and how to drive it. It's still going to kill me at some point, no doubt. I watched some of Casey Kerwin's stream early in the week, and he was driving this and made it look a lot more like you could throw this car around this track, but certainly still just died a few times in practice. Just seems like the long sweepers like that, like sort of trail braking into it, and it doesn't want it. When I'm driving, at least. I mean, that looked to be the way he was driving it, but it just seems to want to brake in a straight line, early back on the throttle, and then, you know, just guide it around the corner from there. Don't know if this car has a turbo in it, but it sometimes feels under acceleration like it feels like turbo lag, you know, like it just bogs down and then lights up a little bit more later in the acceleration phase, but old mate in front trying to break the slipstream down the straight like he thinks I'm catching him or something. It's generous of him. Just trying to survive out here, Jack, to be honest. I will gladly look at your tail for much of the rest of the race. Just pull me along to safety. Very typical Long Beach race so far. Absolute carnage in the first lap or two, and then settles down into a somewhat of a keep it out of the walls time trial kind of thing. Not doing too bad to say, apparently we've got no front wing, but we are of course being helped along in the tow, so. Fastest in practice that I just done was 19.2. Don't think I'll feel like sending it enough in the race to even get close to that, to be honest. Just looking at the best lap times on the standings board there, everyone's in the 18s and it gets to me and Jack. Yikes.
Car stopped on the right.
Speaking of yikes. Well, didn't see the car. Oh, yeah, P7, towed back. Another freebie then, hopefully they're P8 now. One thing I couldn't quite ascertain in the last race is if your tyres get hotter when you're tucked up behind someone or not. I like it last week when we raced it. I mean, everything at Rudds just seemed to be getting hot, so Car being caught from behind now as well.
Car stopped ahead. Car stopped ahead. Car stopped ahead. Go left.
Not for position. Not the way the manufacturer designed it. Maybe it was for position. P7 now, are we? Is that who we were before? No idea. Let's just keep following Jack's tail around. Hope this guy behind doesn't catch us. Or puts it in a wall trying. We're just halfway through the race here. Still a lot to play for, a lot to go wrong, a lot to go right hopefully as well. But we're not going to fight Harold too hard to be fair. We know we're carrying a bit of damage, he's caught us from a long way back. Hopefully he can work as a bit of a tin opener. Maybe get us both past Jack. Which wouldn't give me a position overall. But if we can both get past Jack at least, that'd put get him out of my way. So maybe we'll open the door. I do think we've got a bit of pace over Jack, but that might just be draft. We know it's always easier to follow than it is to lead, so it's done well as Jack to be fair not to go off track. I would have done by now, I'd have put it in a wall easily. Always try and race smart, especially at tracks like this. I think long term greater good rather than just lap by lap. Jack very sideways and he is in a wall, maybe a lag. Definitely looked like in a wall. If he survived that, he's done very well. Is it on ACC where you can see a live ping of the people that are around you? You can't do that on iRacing, obviously just got that one screen when you're in the garage or out of the car. In the entries tab. Hard to tell if it's pinging around or if he is actually hitting walls. Uh-oh. So far Harold hasn't quite read the script though, he's not forced his way back past Jack. Maybe he's about to now. I'm losing these guys as well. Got a long way back here. Jack's just going to let him go as well. thought I was walling it then, Jack might have done. Again, hard to tell if it's doing that or if it's just pinging. It's just a bad latency or whatever. Uh-oh. I had to do like a manual ABS there coming into I don't know what that section's called, but like the end of the back straight there. She felt locked up. Had to try and modulate a bit on the brakes. I'm trying to move the brake bias a bit more forwards to protect the rears a little bit, because that seems to be the things that overheat and die in this car. Looking at tyre wear information after stints and stuff like that, it never seems to be wear, it's just heat. But getting a lot of front locking at the moment, so. I mean, still, if we can get a top 10 at this race with a potentially damaged car, I would be happy enough with that, like, but always want more. Probably 4 laps including this one to go. Not really any pressure from behind here. Just trying to roll her in on the brakes a little bit at the moment. It is, after all, a momentum car, so. Oh my god, the ping is doing my head in. That definitely is just like latency, isn't it? Like, he couldn't have pinged off the wall that bad and still be driving. I think I'm just having a slightly better hairpin than Jack, and so it's just keeping me in his slipstream the whole time. Don't know if it's a skill issue or potential. We know we've got front wing damage, but it definitely loses me. It drops me a bit in the basically from this corner onwards. But then it just seems to stay with him down the back straight there. Front straight. Down the straights. Words. It's like it's incentivized Jacko and Harold in front of him. Really upped his pace, and Harold just about dropped us, but not quite. Fastest ever lap for me in 18.9.
About 5 laps of fuel left.
getting a bit sketchy to drive it, it's getting a bit slidey. I ran up to the limiter last time, I think it was faster, but Monkey pre-brain couldn't compute doing that this time. That's a wall, yeah. Beautiful. I do build these F4s tough, like. There's a few, like in practice I hit a wall very early on, just carried on driving, no damage. Went fastest I'd been, personal best at that time. I think I might just have to accept that these guys have dropped me now. Cruise on into finish. It's fun trying to hold on to the coattails, but
white flag. That means one more lap to go.
with one to go, that might be me potatoed. Jack's got right up to Harold now. Don't know if Harold made a mistake last lap or just a massive turn of pace from Jack, it seems. Uh-oh.
Go left.
Not for position. Alright, we'll settle in 7th, we'll take that. One and done, we jumped into this half an hour ago, or half an hour before the race started. Did some laps, had some spins, kept it just about clean in the race. Obviously a few people fell by the wayside, Long Beach style, but 7th place, top split. Bit of a chunk of iRacing. We will take that.
It's over. Good job, very good job.
Well, that was a pretty fun race all in all. Disappointed. Am I disappointed? It's a bit annoying that I couldn't get the final move done on Jack on the end, but you know, we were fighting with damage and his car was clean, so that's definitely going to be the excuse that we're going to go with for why we couldn't get that move done. But all in all, fastest lap of my personal best lap, draft affected of course, but personal best ever lap in the race. Kept it clean, and you know, first race, jumped in for the practice session half an hour before the race, done the race, kept it clean, got some iRating, had a good race. Happy days, can't really complain with that. So again, I'm not sure how kind of interesting these races are, just following someone around. Obviously there's always the potential that we're going to get the move done, never really know with racing, but yeah, you'll have to let me know if they're a bit dull when the ones like this, because you can always not upload these and put something else up instead if we have a better race or something like that. But yeah, so let me know. But other than that, that's going to be everything for this video. So you know the drill. If you enjoyed it, tell me you enjoyed it. Got anything to say, tell me what you got to say. If you're new here, click the subscribe button. But other than that, take it easy and look after yourself. Have a very Merry Christmas. I'll catch you in the next one.